Alright, we have a rematch here against HallonSkalle, or however his or her name is pronounced. And if you haven't checked out our earlier battle, I strongly urge you to, because it's just epic as hell. Which is more than what can be said for Wi-Fi, which is failing, as you can see. And Hallon dies. Hallon dies. Oh, Hallon comes back. Oh, Hallon dies. Yeah, apparently you can die and respawn and die and respawn in Wi-Fi. And here's Payopa staring at me, which is so spooky. So I'm just praying here, waiting for him to come back. And he does! And then he jumps up and down, and I communicate with him because we like to communicate. And yeah, communicating is good. So yeah, he has a pick-me-up lead. And once I saw the electro, I'm thinking, cock, rain dance. And here I go for a stealth rock, even though I know darn well that he could taunt me, but apparently he just wants to get a rain up. So yeah, he thunders, and because of my epic special defenses, I don't take much. And here I was actually expecting a switch of some sort, but he stays in and thunders again while I go for the air power, and that sadly does not KO the pick me up, which is really annoying. And since nobody is picking me up, I figure I might as well just blow him out of the sky, I mean off the ground. So I predict another thunder since he doesn't want to switch anyways, and he decides to explode just when I wanted to switch. I don't know if that was epic predictions or just plain stupidity, but either way it worked out for me. And yeah, so he sends out this Akbar, and I have no idea what that means or know how it's pronounced. So I just stay in and just see what it wants to do, since my Venusaur is kinda useless now. And he ice beams, and I was kinda surprised it outsped. I don't know that thing's base speed, but I know we are both hecka slow, and I figure that Blastoise can wall it to some extent, and I've got a Bender Earthquake to combat it with. So he sends out this Cedar, and I'm thinking, oh hi Venusaur, oh my god, has Hallon been feeding you drugs? Your color's not right since we last met. And my Bender Earthquake did a lot more than I expected it to, and it does enough for a 2 KO, maybe even without the Stealth Rock damage. But he had to outspeed me, and he had to Sleep Powder, and he had to hit, and I had to fall asleep. Like, how does that work? How do you make a cannon fall asleep? Just wow. So I got my Ice Hearts, yay! And then he plays with knives, and my Ice Hearts is not liking that. So he decides to pierce my heart, which works halfway, and I freeze the knives because I can't bear to see emos cut themselves. Yeah, my Ice Hearts takes down that Cedar on steroids, and now he sends out this Akbar again, and that really made me think that he's a sweeper variant, since he's got Swift Swim anyway, and this is a rain dance team. So I got my Peekaboo expecting some kind of Stone Age or so, but he ancient powers, which was like, whoa, I did not see that coming at all. But man, he has that thing again, and once I saw that name on the text box, I'm thinking, it's the gay Pidgeot. So yeah, I Toxic, and he freaking missed. Like, what? And I'm not gonna fall for the same trick again. I know a Hidden Power Ground is coming, so I got to get the heck out of there, and I got my cannons, because I know it's not going to be taking too much from his attacks to be worried about. I mean, look at that, that was a crit, and I took like absolutely jack from that. So he withdraws, and he goes out to this Akbar thing again, and I'm still sleeping. And he hidden powers. I did not expect that at all, and it was super effective, and thankfully I survived that barely. And now I'm really thinking really hard about what it is. If it is grass, I'm okay. If it's electric, I'm screwed. But I figure that there's no reason he would pack electric, since grass hits lanterns, and he's got ancient power for Gyarados anyway. So I got my beauty field to potentially and hopefully quad resist a hidden power grass, and I do, which is yay. So I set up a submarine as he goes out to that shiny bird thing, which I hate so much, and his air slashes me. Of course, that breaks the sub. Like, wait, how does that work? Submarines are supposed to be underwater, and he air slashes, and so I've got him paralyzed, which means he can't flinch me with the air slash anymore, sort of. And I set up my sub to activate my Swarm and Pitaya. So now a resisted bug burst I think actually does more than a neutral hidden power, and he doesn't get Parahex, he doesn't miss with air slash, and I die. But it's all good since I sent out my ice hearts, because I kinda pity that Pidgeot since he's all paralyzed and stuff. So I wish for him to be able to cure his paralysis, because Ice Hearts is such a nice person, I mean a nice girl like that. So I ice beam and put him out of his misery, and I get my wish. Yay! I'm so mean. I love Ice Hearts, I just really do. And now I'm almost back to full, and he's gonna send in the Akbar thing again. Oh wait, he doesn't. He sends out this Renegade, and I'm thinking, okay, how many times does my Glaceon have to get owned by a Pikachu? I swear I'm making Pikachu my mortal enemy, so you better watch out, you Spiner. And yeah, I go for Aqua Jet, but unfortunately my cannon is too lazy to fire, and I die. What a jerk. He doesn't even bother to go for a Volt Tackle just to get me some recoil damage, sympathy damage, whatever. And now Windows Movie Maker is freezing out on me. Oh yeah, this is Skull Hui, and I Mega Horn it because I don't want to use a fire move. 1, I may get Parahexed, and 2, he's got that thing left, and my Mega Horn missed. If that Mega Horn could KO the Akbar at that health, I would have went around killing people on the streets by now, because this last mon is a Jinx, which will unquestionably die to a Mega Horn. But no, I kinda died to the Akbar. So yeah, good game, Hallon. I love matches with you, seriously.